you see out of your guys in this one?
I saw a lot of mental toughness. I saw some grit in the first half. You know, we were complaining a lot about calls and non-calls, and I just told them, I said, you should be happy that they aren't calling them. Just go out and play. We have to be physical. We have to be tough. And I thought the second half we did. We came out and outscored them by 10, and we outscored them 37-30 in the fourth quarter. They made some big shots. We got the stop that we needed, and we executed offensively. We had some great performances offensively by Deron and Brook, and that is, Brook's 30 and 17, and that is 29, but he has big offensive rebounds. And when you look at it, we only had 9 turnovers. They had 16 and gave us 18 points. We had 74 points in the paint, and we had 17 offensive rebounds. And, so we had 18 second chance points, but we whenever you get offensive rebound, you get to reset the clock and use more clock. And I thought that is his rebound was huge down the stretch. Deron hit a big 3. We ran a pick and roll out of a timeout, and we got a dunk that kept us in the game because they had spurted out when we got the not the flagrant, probably the 3-point shot, and they called a foul, and the guy made all 3 free throws. So we just hung in there, and we defended. And in the second half, I rode the starters. I just wasn't confident in the bench and how they performed in the first half. The second quarter, we started out 34-22, and the second quarter is 27-15 their way. We just weren't guarding and we weren't scoring. So I decided when I left the locker room, I was going to ride those guys and try to see if they could bring us home. And in the fourth quarter, there was a lot of timeouts that got called because of. One was a replay, 2 was a replay, one for the flagrant, or I think it was a 3-point. We had and then they had another replay, and then they started calling timeouts. I took a 21 time when it was my timeout, and everybody was saying, take a timeout, yours is at 2:59. I was like, well, I'm going to make him take a timeout. It was 5:10 left, and he wound up taking a timeout, and then it wound up not having one at the end of the game, which was huge. They couldn't call another timeout and work their way up for a 3-point shot. They had to bring it to lost time, and we were able to come away with a huge win.
Obviously, seeing the offense has been successful as of late, but how much growth just development do you continue to see, and especially just the way in which guys are playing together?
Well, that is huge. We're playing together. We're helping each other. There was some times when Brook was out wide, and I remember Joe coming across and getting a steal. Another time, Bogey came across and got a steal when they had somebody penetrate and try to throw it back out. Those are game-winning plays, and everybody in America that loves sports don't care about anything but the scoring. But in order to win, it's the little things like that that are huge, and so it's all good.
You mentioned you broke stars in the second half. Was part of that given the fact that you have the schedule coming up and this game was there for the taking, that this was when you really couldn't let slip?
Wait a minute. They're, what, second or third in the East?
Right.
And we're at the
no, I mean, because it was, no, I mean, because you were, I mean, no,
I didn't look at it that way. I looked at it that we're home. This is a game that we're playing right now, and this is the only one that matters. Tomorrow night matters tomorrow night, it doesn't matter tonight. And the only reason I did what I did was because I wanted to win, first of all. Secondly, I just didn't have confidence in the bench in the first half.
Oh, sorry. And just Deron, obviously, he really picked you guys up there late in the third when it looked like things might start to get away. It seemed like he really got going.
He really did. He kept us close, and he made big shot after big shot. He penetrated, and then at the end he hit the big 3. We ran the play for Joe, and Joe didn't have a shot, but he penetrated off of the pick and roll, and he threw it back to Deron, and Deron hit the big 3 and put us up 2 after we were down 1. So all of those plays are great. Deron's been playing well, as I said, from the All-Star break to now. But our whole group has been playing well, and we're figuring out how to help each other and play for each other. And it's fun to watch.
I think you kind of talked about this in the beginning soon, but the addition of Thaddeus and that trade, how did that change the locker room dynamic, not just on the court? No, not necessarily in a bad way, but just...
It's not really important. I mean, I look at it from playing. He played tonight 39 minutes, and he had 29 points and 6 rebounds. I love KG to death, but you know, to have somebody that can play a significant amount of minutes is good. And his versatility has helped us. His offensive rebound has helped us. His post up, he runs the court, and you know, it just gives us another full-time run.
Okay, thank you.
To get this win, you guys have struggled a lot at home this year, and it seems like you figured that out now too.
Hopefully, we still got a couple more at home, so I mean that's definitely a good win for us, good win for our fans. You know, we definitely have struggled here all season. This was a quality win against a really good team.
The third quarter, it seemed you got a little fired up after a no call. Did that kind of change things? What was your mindset after that?
A couple no calls, but you know, I did. I got a little frustrated with the lack of call, but you know, it happens. You know, and it might not even been a foul. Who knows? You know, I just felt it was, and you know, it helped. So.
Kind of unleashed something that hadn't seen in you in a little while. Did you kind of feel like you really got into a rhythm at that point?
Yeah. I mean, it's been really hard at times to get into a rhythm out here this year, and so I feel like the last couple games I've been more aggressive and been able to get into a rhythm. And, you know, coach drew up some plays for me, and so you know, I felt really good out there.
That final minute, you hit the three, and then you missed a shot that was a good shot. What was that whole sequence like?
It just happened so fast, you know. We were running the same play for a while down the stretch, and you know, kept getting a couple options. Swung it to Joe, and I can't remember what happened, but he swung it back to me, and hit the three. And then it was the same play again on the pick and roll. I just refused it. They were weakening it, sending it down, and I just took a shot. You know, luckily for the second game roll, he got his hands on it, but then tipped it to Thad.
What was going through your mind for you guys when Lou and DeMar are just making insane shots, and you guys are running, kind of getting open shots every time, and they were making?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get stops tonight. You know, luckily we made plays offensively we needed to. But yeah, those guys were amazing tonight. Hitting shot after shot, matching us. You know, we thought we could pull away with some of the shots we were hitting, and then you know they came right back.
Since you are winning, do guys tease you at all? Like, why don't you just make the shot yourself next time?
Nah, not really.
Do you remember the last time you played the whole second half of the game?
It's been a while.
Is that just kind of emblematic of how important this one specifically was going into this stretch of games?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it's a tough stretch, and you know, at the same time, we focus on one game at a time.
It's working pretty well so far.
It's a really good win. You know, we got to turn around and fly to Atlanta, get some energy against a team that's, you know, the best in the East.
You guys, after that triple overtime game, you came out the next week and had the energy. How do you explain that?
I don't know. Hopefully, we have it again tomorrow. You know, I don't know. You know, I didn't play a lot of minutes that game, and I kind of got the team going that night. You know, and so you know, the guys that didn't have minutes, you know, tonight, big minutes. You know, hopefully they can get us going tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It was gritty, you know. They made a lot of tough shots. Lou was big for them, but we held together as we have been this past group of games.
I feel like we asked you the same thing, but it seems like your game just continues to elevate to another level. How would you just describe your confidence and where it's at and why you feel like you've been able to be so confident?
It's just team-wide, you know. My answer is just because of the way the team's playing. So it's the simplest way to put it. For the reason we've been winning, for my performance, Buell's performance, I think everyone's performance. We're all playing together, playing confident. And the way Buell's been, he's been running the club and setting the pace for us.
You had 17 rebounds. I know, again, it feels like something we ask all the time, but how do you, when you've improved drastically as a rebounder in the last couple of months?
Yeah, well, I've missed a lot too, so I get my own misses sometimes.
It's a bit of a challenge to turn around. I mean, obviously the minutes that some of you guys played here tonight, turn around like team like Atlanta tomorrow.
It's a great test for us, and I think just as long as we come out with energy, we'll be all right. That's the most important thing. You know, we gotta get over there, get our rest, and be prepared tomorrow.
How again, a big offensive rebound and just double team. But there was nobody guarding the basket. Were you surprised that you were that open on that play?
I don't really remember the
play. Was there anyone?
Oh, and one. Okay,
yeah,
right.
Had a big spell on your face after you hit the basket.
Yeah. I was. You know, it was an interesting play. I definitely like the way it turned out.
Thanks.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Out of yourself and just you guys tonight, and were you able to put this one together and come out with the win?
I seen, you know, Darren, Brook, Thad, really had it going tonight. They carried us throughout the whole game. All three of them had monster games that I thought they really got us over the top. Thad doing a lot of little things, getting extra possession, offensive rebounds, and scoring the basketball. And D. Will and Brook doing pretty much a two-man game and getting whatever they wanted. Other guys like myself, Allen, Markell, Bogey, we all had to, chip in defensively and guard Deron Williams. He's a tough guard, and just making plays. And I thought down the stretch was the biggest key. We kept moving the ball, getting the best available shot, and that was huge for us.
Can you talk about that best available shot? How do you feel like you guys are helping one another get open looks and just continuing to develop and grow in the way you all play offense together?
We just working, man. We got one common goal, and that's to come out and give ourselves a chance and try to win each and every night. I know it's going to be difficult and it's almost not possible, but as long as we give ourselves a chance, and we've been doing that, the past 5, 6, 7 games. So we just got to keep it up, man. Keep working.
Joe, do you guys still look at the standings and watch the standings?
I do. I can't speak for everybody else, but yeah, I'm looking.
On the three to Deron, I mean, the play was designed for you, Coach said, and then you gave it up to him and he sticks on it. What did you see there?
I see a guy who's had it going the whole game. He set a pick for me and he popped, and his man stayed with me. I mean, it was a no-brainer. Just making the best pass, and he was wide open, and he took it with confidence.
It's just the mindset, and you guys have continued to say one game at a time, but now with the heavy minutes, some of you have played turnaround, play a team like Atlanta here tomorrow.
We got to put this behind us. We can't worry about, feeling fatigue. We rest on Sunday, so, we got our work cut out for us in Atlanta, a team who's pretty much had their way with us, this whole season. But, we're a different team. We got some new pieces, and we're going to give it a run for our money tomorrow.
For so long, it looked like if you guys got in, you were going to play Atlanta. Tomorrow was going to be a playoff preview, and now it looks like you can actually, did you ever look to, you said you look at the standings, how far are we projecting maybe you could get up there, move up?
Well, we understand that. I mean, it's possible for us to get the, I think, 6th seed. I think Milwaukee, I think they up 2 games on us.
Yeah, a couple games.
Yeah, it'll be tough, but I mean, anything's possible, man. I mean, we got a tough stretch though. We got Atlanta, Portland, Washington, Atlanta again. So it's nothing set in stone. We just got to keep working, man. Take it one game at a time and see what we come up with.
You mentioned some different pieces. What about the trade has changed what you guys can do specifically? Well, I guess both the trade and Markell.
I think it's done a lot of different things. Obviously, we may get hurt sometimes rebounding, but that has a high IQ for the game. He plays with a lot of passion, and he's everywhere on the court on both ends. So, like I said, he gave us a lot of extra possessions tonight with his activity offensively and defensively. And man, he's been great.
Did you? I mean, it seemed like that fourth quarter, the way everybody was playing, it felt almost like a playoff game. I mean, you mentioned the stretch you guys are going into. Did you really feel like this is one you guys had to get?
Yeah. Like I said, we got a tough stretch coming up. So, and all the teams that we're playing for the next 4 or 5 games are all playoff teams. So we can't have any letdowns or any games get by that we should have won. We can't come in and say we should have won that game. We have no time for that. So we just got to keep working and keep grinding and just keep trusting one another.
As a guy